Fought Norton, but it was Gerry Cooney, the first man in 7 years to stop Jimmy Young. Our winner, Gerry Cooney, will be back to talk with him after this message. Bedlam here at Convention Hall in Atlantic City. Want to remind you we'll be going back to Charlotte 600 for the race. With me we have Gil Clancy here, very victorious Gerry Cooney. You are so elated here. This was a very important victory for you. Tell me about what it means to you now, Gerry.
Well, there was a lot of pressure been put on me up to my career now. You know, I'm still undefeated, and every fight comes more and more pressure. But I have a beautiful trainer. Victor Valley trains me hard. I have two managers, Mike Jones and Dennis Rappaport, who people criticize in the beginning, but you know, I can't see why the criticism. I'm number one. And
what kind of criticism are you talking about?
Well, they put me against nobodies. You know,
we silenced the critics today.
Things like that.
All right, Gil.
I would just like to thank all my fans, all my friends, the Concord Hotel.
You're going to have a lot more fans after this, I'll tell you that, because you showed something in that ring. Gil, you have a question?
Yeah, Gerry, two questions. Number one, did Jimmy hurt you at any time in the fight?
No, it didn't hit me at any time in the fight.
And the other thing, you didn't really surprise me, but you surprised a lot of people with that right hand. When you banged that right hand to the body and you came back on the chin with it.
Yes.
We are working very hard with our right hand lately. I know they were expecting the left hook mostly, but he hurt him with the right hand.
You know, when we looked at that very impressive victory over Dino Dennis last November, really the right hand was non-existent. So you really surprised a lot of people, and I guess there's no such thing when you talk about criticism, Gerry, one-punch fighter. I guess that's by the boards, right?
Sure, that's that. I'm working hard every day in the gym. I don't get no time off. I get a few days off. I'm back in the gym, and I'm training hard for my goal to be heavyweight champion of the world.
Your strategy early in the fight, feeling out Jimmy Young in the first round, was that what you wanted to do?
That's right. That's right. That was our strategy, to fill him up and watch him. I know he was watching for the left hook, so we fooled him. We hit him with the right hand. And that was
we're looking for the openings.
We're looking for the opening.
Victor, did you feel that you wanted Gerry, when he really had Jimmy on the ropes and he opened up that cut, to go more to the body than he did?
Yes, that's right. I was telling Gerry only for the body, because I know he was defending mostly the face. So I told him, forget about the face, hit him in the body, and I think that was the punches that did it most, the body punches.
That's right, Vic. Those right hands to the body set up those other punches.
All right, Jimmy Young, don't go away. I want to get a comment from Jimmy in a couple of minutes, because he deserves that. We're going to take a look now at the fourth round. This was the final round, the fourth round. Gerry, why don't you talk us through it, because this was the one that did it. Fourth round action.
Okay, I knew he was cut. It was closed up. I stuck a jab here, opened it up again, and I knew that he's very crafty fighter. He's hard to hit.
See that right hand there? There it goes, his right hand again.
So I'm looking for the openings, you know.
You know, when you had him in trouble, he came back and threw some leather, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He's very tough heavyweight in the world. Very tough fighter.
There's the right hand again. There's the right hand again.
Well, Jimmy Young is here, and we're going to look at this entire round, and then I'm going to bring Jimmy in and ask him a few questions, because people say that left hand, I know the right did it today for you, but that left hand really punishes people. I want to know what he thinks. Now you can see that cut on the bridge of the nose. It really affected his vision. Gerry, you felt that you had it there, you wanted to end it there, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for the openings, because
we told him to be careful anyway.
Were you wary at all that Jimmy Young, who has been in trouble before, might come back and like he did against Foreman?
I was concentrated on the whole fight, and I was just looking for my openings, not looking to throw any careless punches.
See, that's where I was.
There's that right hand.
That's that right hand.
To go right hand in the body. I told him to keep going there, right there.
And that uppercut, that's a lovely uppercut you have, too.
Yes, I'm working on all my punches.
Did you hurt him with the uppercut today?
I felt I hurt him a few times. He takes a very good punch. He's clever. Sometimes you don't know if you're hurting him, or you got to just keep your eyes in there and keep looking, keep watching what you're throwing at.
Well, you jittery coming into this one. I know that doesn't necessarily mean you're in trouble. How did you feel?
I wasn't jittery at any time. I've been training at the Concord Hotel upstate, running the hills and the mountains, and we had 3 or 4 sparring partners, and my trainer, Victor Valley, was teaching me all the things I had to learn from Jimmy Young, knowing that he's one of the best fighters in the division.
I think so.
And I was just working on my moves.
It was a good test, because here was a fighter that has made other fighters look bad, right?
Very bad. Very bad. He's a very cute fellow, very smart. You got to give him credit. He's experienced. We're not afraid of any other opponent. after we beat with Jimmy Young there.
I would like to thank Billy Joyner, Oliver Wright, and Malik Dozier who helped me train for this fight.
Well, they did a good job. Tell us what was going on right now.
Well,
Final seconds.
I knew the blood was bothering him very much, so I'm just trying to start down low in his body and drop his hands a little bit, and then come on the inside and try to hit the chin or catch him with a good shot.
Well, as the blue-collar fighter that Mike has described you go to work, you fight, you may stop for a little libation on the way home, and you go home. Is that what you're going to do now?
I just do the best I can all the time, and hope I keep
Stops and tells me those corny jokes all the time.
Well, he can afford to say the corny jokes because there you look at the finish. Jimmy Young, a battered mess, and you're looking at our winner. Still undefeated, 23-0 with 19 knockouts. Gerry Cooney, #1
Hello, Mr.
ranked.
Valley.
All right, last
Mr.
question
Valley.
for you now, Gerry, and for you, Victor and Mike.
Okay,
What
thank you
now?
very much.
What are you going to try to do now? What are you trying to accomplish at this point?
We like Weaver. We like to fight Weaver. And it's up to the manager. We have fine work they've done. Mike Jones and Dennis Rappaport done a terrific job with them. Not excluding me. We work. Everyone worked very hard.
What about a title shot now? What about it? Are you ready? Are they ready for you?
I just like to say I want to keep training in the gym and keep learning. I have so much to learn. I'm very fortunate that I have Victor Valley as my trainer, like I said before, and my managers Mike and Dennis Rappaport. And I just like to keep training, keep learning, and just keep winning, and hopefully win the title. My goal.
That was a learning experience for you today,
Today,
Jim.
very much so.
You wanted to win, though, right? Okay. Well, Gerry Cooney learned and he won this afternoon as he defeated Jimmy Young here in Atlantic City. We'll be back with more from Atlantic City in just a moment. Well, there's Gerry Cooney leaving right now. How elated he is. And there is Jennifer, who you saw in our profile of Gerry, and you look at his very impressive record, and it won't be long before Gerry gets a title shot. The public is going to demand it if the other fighters don't give it to him. But Gerry Cooney, he said, I don't look at myself as a white hope. I just consider myself as a hope. He's a very fine hitter, but he's a good-looking 6'5". They call him Gentleman Gerry Cooney, and he certainly has won, I think, a legion of fans this afternoon because he is, without question, the hardest puncher. We have looked at the young heavyweights, as you know, Greg Page, Michael Dokes, but no one can punch of the young heavyweights. In fact,